Hello everybody, welcome to Lenny D Draws. I'm Lenny. Today I'm going to be doing another skin sheet practice. This is a new skin that I'm using. The ink wipes off much easier than the last skins that I've been using. But a con to that is that the stencil also wipes off very easily. So it's very faint and it's difficult to use. Shout out to this user who asked me to do a hammerhead shark. Here it is. Say thank you to them in the comments. This is their name. Yeah. This is a little heart thing I did. I think it's cute. There's also a little surprise at the end of the video. Not really so much a surprise, but it's something different and you should totally be excited. I think it's pretty cool. I enjoyed it. So, stay tuned for that. This hourglass I thought was pretty cool, but the sand on the bottom doesn't really match the sand on the top, which is fine. See, I had to redo the stencil on this because it was just actively fading away. Like you can't, like it's like the stencil just wiped off every time I tried to wipe off any ink, which is very inconvenient to me. But it's okay, because I have better skins now. Like, the majority of the skins that I have are... It's like a happy medium. Because the other skins that I was using, the stencil stayed on really well, but the ink was really crappy to wipe off. But, this one, it wipes off really well, but the stencil doesn't stay. But my new ones, my other ones that I have a lot of, it's like a little happy medium, because the stencil stays really well, but the ink wipes off really well also. At this point I couldn't really see my stencil at all, so I was kind of just winging it. So a lot of it was guessing when I got to the top of the page. I really like the way the match turned out. The flame, I guess, is fine, but the match part itself, I like it. I like the fade and the crinkledness, I just like it. Remember to say thank you to this person for doing a hammerhead shark, because they suggested it. So, yeah. Shading, I feel like, is almost easier than lining. Because lining you have to be really steady and slow down a lot. But when you're shading or filling in color, it's just, I feel like it's easier to do. Maybe it's just me, maybe that's a universal thing with tattooing, maybe that's just an easier thing to do. But I think it's easier to shade rather than to line. I like the way the shading turned out in the heart. I think it's pretty cool looking. Shading is really fun. See, like, even in my other drawings, shading was always my favorite part. It's my favorite part, and this as well, I guess. I guess it's universal. Doesn't matter what medium I'm using. Shading is just my favorite. For the bird, I try to add different shades of things. So like a super dark gray, and then a lighter dark gray, and then a fade in that. I was just trying to practice different kinds of shading, I guess. I got bigger needles. Also, the one I'm using is a 5, I think. A 5 mag, which is pretty small for a mag. But I got bigger ones. I got 9s and 7s. So those are definitely going to be bigger. And the number I'm saying, that's like how many needles there are per cartridge. So the one I'm using, there are 5 needles attached to it. And here are, this is my same skin, it's just much thicker, so it can use both sides of it. The other skins I was using before, they totally just bled through, and there was no way I was able to use the back of it. It's because it was so very thin. Because like too thin to work on and to use both sides of it, unless I'm going not deep enough, then I could use both sides. But you're not supposed to be able to use both sides on the really thin ones because of how thin they are. For the thicker ones, though, you can absolutely use both sides because it doesn't bleed through. There's enough room to actually work on both sides. I like the way both of these designs turned out. I really like the bear. I think it's really cute. I also think it's edgy. Like, it looks cute and fresh, but then its organs are falling out, so I feel like that kind of takes away from the cuteness a little bit, you know? But just a little bit, though. Nothing too crazy. I've been trying to find my style more in tattooing, because I know what my style is when it just comes to drawing, but in tattooing I'm trying to be a little more angular, as you can see with the bear. I've done more practices as well, that'll be my next video, but the angles, I really dig the way they look. I think they look really cool. When it's like something that's supposed to be round, like a bear's face, and you make it all sharp, I like it. I really like the way it looks. And I think it's very, like, I think that might be the route I go with stylization when it comes to tattooing. And now I'm doing the shading on the knife, going into the skull's head. Woo! Tattooing is pretty fun. I like it. I like it quite a lot. It's a little difficult, but I will definitely get there. I am growing quite fast, I will say. Learning a lot as I go. Learning how to hold it, learning how to angle my needle, learning where the needle is when I'm drawing. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes because when you use it and you just filled up your needle cartridge with ink, it's very hard to tell where the needle is when it's going onto the skin because the ink is spilling out, so you can't really see the needle that well. So that part's kind of scary. But I will eventually learn just where it is. Like, I'll just know where it is when the ink is doing that. Shading in the bear. I really do like this bear a lot. I think it's cool. Little teddy bear. Did you like it? Which design was your favorite out of this video? Let me know. The buttons look like smiley faces when they're upside down. So there's the surprise! I'm using color on this one. Yay, this is my first time using color. I will give you a little forewarning. The camera stopped recording without me realizing, and before I was done with the bear. So you can't see you can't see me finishing it, but I will show you the finished product in the end. But I really like using colors. I don't know if it was the combination of the quality of the ink or if it's the skin, but the skin didn't really seem to accept the color that much. It's like I had to really work it in there to get the color to be vibrant. Mainly with the blue. The pink was pretty good at saturating, but the blue and like all the other colors were it was kind of hard to really get in there. Yeah, so here's color stuff. I really like it. The color is fun. See, it just cuts off because my camera stopped recording and I didn't realize, so that's my bad. But these are my drawings, or my tattoo drawings. What should I call these? My drawings. Yeah, let me know which one your favorite was. I really like the bear. That's absolutely my favorite. Not just because of the color, but the design. I really like it. That's really all I have for you today. If you want to see more of me, more of what I do, or more of really anything here, you should subscribe. If you like the video, you should like the video. By the way, I am going to only start posting videos on Fridays. So this is my last Tuesday video until the school year is over. So I just wanted to let you know that. Only Fridays from now on, just weekly. Yeah, that's it. See you next time. Goodbye.